Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And all this week, we're going to be using the Osho Zen Tarot, which is one of my favorites. And let's get started with the reading for today, Monday, June 15th. And as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Okay. And pull a card from the center. Okay, and that is Thunderbolts. And one other card. Okay, and that's Mind. And last card. Okay, is going to be Understanding. Okay, so basically, we start the week out with Thunderbolts. Wow. And if you can see that card, it is someone sitting in meditation, and they have all these thunderbolts around their head. Okay, see? And this card to me, when I look at it, I see the tower in this card. There are people falling from the sides, if you could see them, right here and right here. And there's fire down below. And it looks like there's a chaotic type of energy with this card. When I look at this card, what I get from Spirit is a shakeup of some kind. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. As you know, the tower is not necessarily a bad thing. The tower is something that we need to experience in our life from time to time. To remove things that are not working in our life to make way for something more stable, something that can be built on a firmer foundation. So this can be a very good sign, because if you're dissatisfied with what's going on in your life, this card is telling me there's going to be some drastic change. And the change, I feel, is going to be for the better. And then we get this card here. And when you look at this card, it's a man. And again, it's like things are like toppling over up here. He's just so disfragmented. He's just chaos in the head, chaos in his mind. This card Mind, to me, what this tells me is a lot of people are too much in their mind. What I get from Spirit when I look at this card is this is like a sense of like chaos inside your head. Things that might not even be reality, but the thoughts that you're thinking, the story that you're telling yourself, the self-doubt. Too many people are living in their head and not in the conscious world. When you get caught up with your thoughts and your ideas, they could snowball into something before you know it, and it's usually not for the best. And this man here, he's just, I don't know, maybe it could be a woman. It just has a very masculine energy as far as I'm concerned. And when I look at it, it's like he is just so, he's worn out. He's just very, the word fragmented comes to mind. He's not a whole person. Okay? He's just, things in his head have spun out of control. Whether they be truth or whether they're false, he's believing what he's telling himself. And he's believing his thoughts are real. And it could be very similar to the situation here, where something will happen, and instead of you thinking with a clear head, you start getting all confused and caught up in your thinking. Let's see how the third card ties in with this. And the third card here is Understanding. And it's beautiful, beautiful. It looks like doves flying above. And I can't help but notice, it looks like this is like they're in like a prison, like these bars. It's probably some type of a fence, you know, a fence or enclosure that the author of these cards had intended. To me, it could also be maybe in a cage. Of course, birds in a cage. someone out there feeling trapped in their situation and trapped in their mind, trapped in their thoughts. Yes, and above are the doves flying peacefully, if you could see them up here. This one's inside the cage. He's looking up at the ones that are free. And when I look at this, understanding and understanding what has to go in your life, over the weekend, I've made some serious changes as to what I'm going to allow to take up my time. And I myself am very much in my mind a lot. And usually half of the things that you think of on a daily basis tend to drag you down. This here is telling me that what we need is a better understanding of whatever situation is going on in our lives, and that, the inevitable change that could take place this Monday, okay, doesn't have to leave you feeling like this, where you're just so fragmented and just so distraught. Okay, try to look at your situation with a little bit more understanding, and don't be this dove that's inside the cage, among these bars. Be the doves that are up here flying free. Be the doves that are not sitting here looking up hoping things are going to change and that things are going to get better. What this is telling me is to rise above the situation. That's what I get from Spirit. Rise above it. You may think you're trapped. You may think that you're in this cage, but it's mostly in your head. Things are not as bad as they seem. There's going to be a change, maybe a change of the way you perceive things, maybe a change of the way you look at your problems, your life. And once you get out of your head and you truly liberate yourself and say, it is what it is, whatever it is that's bothering you. And again, I have to monitor my thoughts throughout the day. Otherwise, it's a one-way ticket to the doldrums, believe me. You have to consciously keep track of what you're thinking about all day long. Do not allow yourself to be imprisoned, especially in your mind. So this Monday, my advice would be to accept inevitable change. Don't get trapped in all the details and don't overthink the situation. Try to understand it. Whatever it is has to leave possibly in your life. And be like these doves at the top here and rise above a bad situation. Rise above it. Don't get trapped in your thoughts today. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back.